Hello everyone, welcome back at my next video on my YouTube channel or other platforms, and this time I prepared and I'm coming back to phrasal verbs, but this time I think it will be quite interesting. You can see it around me. It will be about the money, so the list or the bunch of the phrasal verbs concerning money and cash and funds and finances. Interesting, because we all actually have to deal with money, because the money actually are important, even though not maybe the most important in life, but it is important. And as all the businessmen or entrepreneurs or even just employees and people in jobs, we all actually talk about money basically on a daily basis, and it's rather important topic. So I'm going to actually through the list again, and the first one is pay off. Pay off is actually what it means. It is about the money that you have borrowed to the bank, so that you actually don't owe them anything. So to give it back. So this is this money, to give it back to the bank, where you borrowed it or from some financial institution, and that you will not own them anything else. For instance, when are we going to pay off this loan? Or should we just pay it off now? We paid off our mortgage last year. The next one is rip off. Well, that's quite slang and that's quite colloquial spoken level. Rip off means to charge someone too much money, to actually like take from them too much money for something valuable or invaluable, or something priceless, something valueless, or something which is maybe not worth of that. So rip off means that you pay for something too much, and it's not worth of that. For instance, they ripped us off, don't trust them. Or I hate when I get ripped out when I'm on a holiday. The next one is say up for. This for, it's not necessarily there in the sentence or in the context, but what it means is to collect money in order to get something in the future. So save up, so save something to have certain amount to actually afford something in the future. How much do we need to save up for the down payment? Or let's save up for a rainy day. Rainy day, it's a figurative speech of basically problematic days or crisis or something which might occur in your life. Payback, to give money that you borrow back to someone. So payback, it's not primarily to the bank or to the institution, but to someone, usually a friend or somebody. Payback. Did you ever pay me that $50 back? Or can I pay you back next week? Or don't worry, you don't need to pay me back. So payback is more colloquial spoken. It's not about financial institution. It's more about friends and relatives in the family. Cut back on. Well, there is a basic verb, and that's cut, so it means something to decrease, to low down, to get down, to reduce your expenses. Cut back on, you have to actually get your expenses or costs down. Let's cut back on some of those streaming services. We need to cut back on grocery shopping. We are spending too much. I think now in pandemic, a lot of people are actually thinking in these terms and try to actually reduce the costs or expenses, cut this back on groceries, food stuff, clothes, whatever kind of shopping. Take out a loan primarily, but not always. To finalize a loan or to get a loan, take out, usually loan, but you can take out also credit in the entrepreneur's business, in the business area. For instance, do we need to take out a new loan, or you didn't tell us that when we took out the loan? Took it out. So yeah, concerning again a bigger amount of money which you can actually use for some huge purchases of the house or real estate, properties, something else. Get by. This is quite a special one, and I try to actually like emphasize this one because they use it quite often, and it means to survive financially, to actually get by, to survive, to keep it until the end of the month or until the next salary or next financial payment to receive. So to be able to pay your expenses and to survive by some time financially. So for instance, you can't get by on $100 per week, or we'll be fine, we will easily get by. Many times you can hear these terms actually in dialogues, in colloquial spoken level, in series, documentaries. So get by, very specific and not very common. A lot of people just don't know what's going on when somebody tells you, can you get by? So it is always concerning the money, and if you can actually survive with some amount until some time or some date. Go up or go down, increase or decrease. So it's actually more colloquial spoken level. Prices have gone up a lot recently, or do you think the price of this is going to down soon? Well, I think that's quite clear. Go up, go down, increase, decrease. Chip in. Chip in is special, and it means to contribute money to something. For instance, let's all chip and get Mark a bottle of whiskey. Or can I chip in $10 for the present? So it means chip in actually to, when you actually collect some money for your colleague, for your friend, or for somebody to buy him or her a birthday present or gift or anniversary gift. So then you chip in, yes? Cash out. Cash out means to sell an investment. Cash out means to actually just that you sell it, you get rid of it. So I think it's time we cashed out on that stock. You want cash from the investments, so you sell it, or we shouldn't have cashed out so soon. Usually it's connected with investment money, with bonds and shares and whatever you invested in. So now you want to cash out. So you want the money and this investment back. So that should be actually all which we went through now, and I think there are more. What I remember is also shell out. Shell out is very colloquial, a very spoken level. Shell out means to actually give a lot of money also, or purchase something for a lot of money, for too much money, which is not worth of. So shell out is actually that you have to pay a lot, yeah? You pay a lot for something which is not even worth of, yeah? So you shell out money. Then there are 3 idioms related to money, which I would like to actually emphasize. Rolling in money. Rolling in money. When somebody's rolling in money, it means to be really rich, to be wealthy, to have a lot of wealth and money. We are going to be rolling in money if this keeps going up. Some business, something. He's rolling in money. Now he's working at the bank. We know that bankers or financial bankers or financial investors, they usually are rolling in the money. The next one is money is the root of all evil. And this one is quite specific, but in many other languages, this is the same meaning. It means money causes people to act in a bad way, which many people disagree, because I think that when somebody is stingy or a bad person, doesn't mean only when he's rich. He can be or she can be also poor and be a bad person. But yes, there is this kind of proverb or idiom, money is the root of all evil. And yes, we can actually agree with that, especially with some rich people or some wealthy investors who actually get even dirtier when they reach to more money, so and they got more money. So yeah, that's for discussion. And the last one is right on the money, and it means to be exactly right. So you are right on the money. He was right on the money. So right on the money. I think it's quite specific, but right on the money means that you are right, that you are exactly on that point, right, and that's true what you say, so you are right on the money. I think that's all for now. I think it's quite interesting when you go through this list more times or you listen again and again, or just try to use it in your context sentences, in your examples, how you remember it, how you can recall it. I think you can get a lot of new terms and expressions which you can effectively use in your communication. Thank you very much. See you next time.